Hey guys, a very good morning. So I tried something innovative. So I went on a trek recently and I found Bireswar. And during our conversation during the trek, I got to know that he is a PMRF fellow. And I do not have any experience on the application process and all. But of course, since he is one, I thought it would be best to, to capture the inputs that he has regarding the PMRF fellow, and he's applied twice. So we have discussed in detail about it's a short and a crisp video where we have discussed in detail about the eligibility criteria, and according to him what all are the important aspects, right? Now the first part of the video, like I said, I wanted to try something innovative. So during the trek itself, I tried to have a discussion with him, or I tried to interview him, but unfortunately, the weather was not permitting us to continue. So even it's just a small clip, like 1.5 minutes clip. After that it started raining, so we couldn't shoot the whole thing. So then the other discussion is totally a offline discussion. So it's just about 1.5 minutes of clip wherein we are discussing during the trek. And if you are interested in only particular domains or particular aspects or particular sections of the video, then you will find the timeline down in the description box, or you can just skip to the you can just scroll through the video and you can see different sections, and whichever you find relevant, you can go ahead and watch that, right? So without further ado, let's begin with the video. So fortunately, I had come on a trek and I found a PMRF fellow, and many of you were asking me to make a video as to how one can get a PMRF.
So I am Bireswar Roy. I am currently doing PhD at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, as a PMRF fellow. So I got the PMRF fellowship in the year of 2019 in December session, and currently, so I am in my third year is running.
So can you please tell me that how did you get to have this idea that there's a PMRF fellow, and can you just shed some light on the eligibility criteria, like which all institutes are eligible to apply for PMRF fellow? Like students need to get enrolled first, right, for PhD before applying?
Yeah. So in my case, there was only one mode of entry, that was only direct entry. But now at this moment there are two mode of entry. One is direct entry and one is lateral entry.
So again, a very good evening, guys. It started raining during the trek, so we could not continue with the interview. But I have him again over here, and I think we can now continue our discussion. So you were telling us about the direct entry and lateral entry. So can you just elaborate on that? What are these two modes, and what is the eligibility criteria for the same?
Yeah, hi Atta. First of all, thank you for inviting me for the discussion on PMRF. So, as I have told earlier, there are two mode of entries to achieve this fellowship, the PMRF. One is direct entry mode, and another one is lateral entry mode. So, in this direct entry mode, a student who have already completed his final year of undergraduate program, that may be for 4 or 5 years program, or integrated MTech program, or 2-year MSc program, or undergraduate, postgraduate, dual degree program, they can apply. And the criteria is to, I mean, they have to be a student of the institution which is under PMRF, that like IIScs, NITs, IITs, IIEST, or centrally funded IIITs. Okay, the criteria for the CGPA is 8 point out of 10. That is the minimum criteria. And apart from that, if the student is not from any PMRF granting institutions, then they can also apply in the final year. So their one additional criteria is to have minimum 650 GATE score from with their respective GATE subjects.
Okay.
So this is basically the direct entry mode, and another one is lateral entry mode. So if suppose a student has already joined PMRF granting institutions through the regular PhD interviews and their cosmetic tests, they can also apply for PMRF after 1 year completing their courseworks. So the criteria is to complete they have to complete minimum 4 courseworks and have to obtain minimum 8.5 CGPA from their institutions. and that should be PMRF granting institutions. And then the student will be nominated by the internal committee of the institutions, and if they got selected, then they can pursue their PhD or research in their respective institutions.
Okay, okay. And one question I had: are central universities like, if I am not wrong, University of Hyderabad is also considered a
Yeah, University
PMRF?
of Hyderabad. Yeah, recently PMRF granted the University of Hyderabad, University of Delhi, and the JNU, and there are few centrally funded universities also
Okay,
comes under
okay.
this scheme.
I think one
Yeah,
can easily verify it from their website, which all are PMRF
yeah,
granting
there.
institutes.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
and
okay.
the PMRF web portal has all the details.
And so, which mode did you get through, like the direct or the lateral entry?
Yeah, so in my time, there was only one mode of entry because I got this PMRF in the year of 2019. So up to 2019, there was only one mode of entry, that is direct. So I got the PMRF fellowship through the direct entry.
Okay, okay. So, can you walk us through the process? Like, what kind of process you went through in order to obtain this fellowship?
Yeah, so first I had to apply online for this PMRF fellowship. So I had to fill the application form, and I had to submit my gate score also. That time gate score was needed for my case, and also two recommendation is needed, and recommendation puts a very strong impact, and that actually decides how you are known by the professors of your institutions, and also how you are accounted in the research fields. Okay, and also apart from that, if each student, whatever channel he will be get selected through the channels, yeah, he or she has to submit a research proposal. With their own idea. So this is the main two things before passing through the interview. Yeah. Then
Okay.
if the student has to face the interview. Yeah.
Right, right, right. So, like, are there any significant changes you made? Like you said, you applied twice. For the first time, you were not able to secure a fellowship, but the second time you did. So, what are the key differences you think in your application, the first and the second time?
Yeah. So for first time, I did a minor mistake that I realized later, that when I submitted my research proposal, I made it more generalized. I tried to focus on the how useful my topic is and everything. So yeah. So then I realized you have to showcase your work in such a way that can be implemented in real life problems, or I am working on nanoelectronics, so I focused on the how the nanoelectronics and my work can be implemented in the industrial electronic purpose. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's the main thing I have changed for my second time.
All right. And were your recommenders the same, the first and the second time?
No, one professor was common, and I changed. As I have I had joined already PhD in IISc, so I gave the second recommendation from my supervisor,
Okay.
present supervisor. Yeah.
Right. Do you think that maybe joining an institute also created a impact on your application, in your opinion?
In my opinion, yeah, partially it's true actually. So if you are continuing your PhD from a premium institute, that will give a good impact,
Okay.
and that will give you a good chance to be selected.
Right, right, right.
But
And
that is not the completely true. Also, many students got the PMRF after completing their masters, and
Mhm.
they had no background from any premium institutions. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I had one doubt. So you had mentioned that in the lateral entry, after 1 year, you can apply, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
After 1 year. Yeah.
after 1 year. So before that, you can apply for the direct entry.
Uh, Actually, yeah, you can apply, but indirectly what happens, I mean, you have to give the interview, right? And they will rank you, and according to rank, you will be selected for a particular institution, and that may not be same. Say that may not be the same institution in which you are pursuing your PhD. So you have to change your institution. But in the
Oh,
lateral entry, if you are getting selected, then you will be continuing your PhD in the same institution. That's
so
the
I think
difference.
fortunately for you, you got allotted to the same institute where you are
Yeah,
pursuing. Okay.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay. Otherwise, you'll have to change your PhD. Like you have to like cancel the registration in that institute and join the
Yeah,
institute which you are allotted.
yeah. Also, I have to start from for PhD from the first I mean from the first semester also.
Okay.
I have to
Okay.
sacrifice my 6 marks. Yeah.
Right. And
Hmm.
yeah, so a couple of questions. One is your interview experience that I would like to or like we would like to know about. And apart from that,
Mhm.
like how did you come up with the research proposal? Did you have some prior research experience through which you were able to come up with a proposal?
Yeah, so coming to your first question, so the interview experience, okay. As I have told you that I had to submit a research proposal. So that should be an innovative idea and application based, okay. So first, when I came to the interview panel, they asked me to explain the field that I have mentioned in the research proposal, because many of the professors may not know about your research area. Okay,
Hmm.
so they asked me to elaborate the work that I have mentioned in the research proposal.
Okay.
So that took around 15 to 20 minutes. Then they started to asking me about basics. Then they will judge you how strong is your basic knowledge about your field or your subject. Okay, and after that they asked me, I mean, are you interested to work in the same institution? So that was obvious for me, because I was doing my PhD for my SC, and I did not want to change my institutions. That will be
Right.
convenient to me. Yeah, that was the main thing. And other thing, coming to the the research proposal, yeah, what I have changed, I mean, I focused on the work as well as the implementation of the work. So how this can put a good impact on electronics field, nanoelectronics field, because my work was based on nanoelectronics, that is van der Waals heterostructure and the implementation
Okay.
on nanoelectronics field. Yeah.
Okay. So, what I wanted to emphasize is that did you have like when you came up with the research proposal, did you have some prior experience in that domain or in that field?
Uh, Yeah, actually, not exactly in that field, but I mean, as I have applied after masters, so I had to do a master's project, right?
Okay.
That was a experimental project. So in the first research proposal, I mean, I am talking about when I was not selected. So I wrote the research proposal based on my experimental project work in masters, and I just extended the idea how I can do further work on that field. And in the second case, I mean, as I had joined PhD that time, so I was assigned a project work by my supervisor. So I wrote the research proposal including that idea, and also I put my own ideas how that can be implemented
Right.
in present practical
Great,
field.
great. So, I think a couple of more questions. I know you are a
Yeah,
busy person, but still, I just have a couple of more questions. One is that,
yeah.
I mean, what do you think, in your opinion, is the like if you can maybe prioritize the most important things in an application, like what you feel is the most important to the least important? I mean, there's nothing called least important, but if you can just categorize which you think are the more important things.
Yeah, so I mean, what is the most important thing that I don't know. I mean, there are a couple of things you have to consider, and you have to give your best when you are filling the application form and you're giving the interview. So according to my opinion, so the first thing you have to write your research proposal very honestly. You should not copy from any research articles or papers. That has to be your own idea, because otherwise you'll be caught. I mean, if
Okay.
you steal something from any articles or papers, okay, so that is the most important thing according to me, your research proposal. Okay,
Okay.
and other than that, you have to showcase your, I mean, background achievements. I mean, if what you have achieved earlier, if you have very good grade score, that may not be applicable for getting selected, but you have to show this in your application, in your resume. Yeah, and also if you have any publications, you have to show that things. So also, if you have good ranks in entrance examinations, that you can show, that will put a good impact on your application. And for if you talk about the recommendations, try to get good recommendation. I mean, which professor will give you good recommendations. Okay,
No,
that
and
will also put a good.
yeah,
Yeah,
and known professors like who are well known in their.
yeah, obviously that has to be known.
Okay, okay, okay. That's nice. So, final question. That
Yeah.
is, how jealous are your lab mates when you are the only PMRF fellow in your lab?
Yeah, that's actually no. Actually, from my lab, we are now three. There are three PMRFs in our lab.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. For in my time, I mean, two students from my lab, I mean, including me, applied for PMRF, and both of us got this fellowship. But yeah, there. I mean, we had to listen that jealous
Okay.
word, but that's not so serious actually.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I
I
understand.
mean that should be the proud moment for all of the learners. Yeah.
Of course, of course. And how like, I mean, it's a silly question, but still, it's a conventional
Yeah.
question. How does it feel? Getting a good amount in your bank account every month.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't mention. I mean, obviously, whoever will apply for this scheme, they will know about the stipend. So for the first 2 years, student will get 70,000 per month. That's a very good amount, handsome amount of salary,
Of course.
obviously. And after 2 years completing competency exam, that will be updated to 75,000. And in the fourth and fifth year, you will get 80,000.
Mm.
Also, there will be a contingency of 2 lakhs per annum. Yeah.
Per annum.
So yeah, so it feels very good, obviously, if you have very good amount of money in your bank account.
Yes,
But
yes.
apart from that, what I feel that not only money, if you are getting this fellowship, you have to do a lot of work, because you have to give review to the internal committee as
Mm-hmm.
well as the that national committee. You have to send your progress report every year, and also you have to do TA sheet. That's the extra thing one PhD student has have to do throughout your PhD. So that's
Mm-hmm.
a, I mean, you have to put the effort on that also, apart from your research work. So life will be busy after getting PMRF.
But I think
It's
it's
obvious.
always good to be busy than free in life.
Yeah, that's true. That's obviously.
Great, great,
Yeah.
great. Anyway, thank you so much, Bireshwar. Thank you so much for your time. A lot of students were asking me how to, get the application started for a PMRF fellow. So I think a lot of their doubts would be cleared by this interaction. And thanks once again. Thanks for taking out time. And hopefully, I'll see you on another track very soon.
Yeah, obviously. And thank you very much again for inviting me in your channel. Also, I would like to request everyone who is watching your videos, do subscribe, share, and click the bell button.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
I've always been a love, like I always have been in love with the physics. So it's good to have someone, a physicist on the channel. And that's all.
Yeah, that's also a pride moment for me. Yeah, to be in your channel.
Hey guys, so I'm a verified educator on Unacademy, and along with that, I'm also available on the Unacademy Plus platform where I'm taking live classes along with other educators. So, in case you're interested in attending the live classes, you can subscribe to the Unacademy Plus platform using my referral code, that is SETHI SETI, and that will give you 10% discount.
Alright, and in case you're not interested in attending the live classes, you can watch the free courses that are available on the Unacademy. For that, all you need to do is go to the Unacademy website or download the Unacademy Learning app and search my name over there, that is ACT. Once you do that, you will get the access to all the free courses that are available on the Unacademy platform. Alright,